my mustache and my, what is this, goatee look really cool, right? No? Okay. These past couple of weeks, a lot has happened, like a lot. Number one, let's talk about my brand really quick. I got these hats in, I ordered them from China. They're my logo right there on the back. You know, it says Six Lions Clothing. I have this one and I have this one as well, number 24. I put 24 because all of us have 24 hours in a day. Just some of us choose to use it watching TV, use it going to work, use it for building a brand, use it whatever, you know. So we all have the same amount of time. It's just like, what are you doing with it? With the hats, I have to take photos of them, and I don't want to just take pictures of them. I want to take a picture of them while people wearing them, like, right, like with a white background or something, you know. I don't know. I still have to figure that out. I did do a photo shoot for my hats with my brother and his friend. So I kind of have content, but I'm not ready to put it out yet. I'm not ready to put these on my website yet because I have to take the photos still. In 2 weeks, I'm gonna go to Nebraska. I still haven't booked my hotel. I still haven't bought the ticket. I emailed the person that I'm supposed to email about, because I need information, right? And they haven't messaged me back. I think that's it for my brand as of right now. Oh, no. This is why I made the video. This is why I wanted to vlog this video. Tonight, I'm going to start trying to make my podcast for my Six Lions brand. And I want to make this podcast because I feel like people don't really understand my brand, which is okay because I feel like I'm not doing a good job explaining it anyway. And I want my brand to help people. I don't just want to be another swish on a shirt, you know. I don't want to be another 3 lines on a shirt. I don't want to be another brand. I don't want to be a Nike or an Adidas. Like, no, I want to be a brand that stands out and helps people. So I think with this podcast, that's how I'm going to do it. And so I'm going to document me trying to figure out how to come up with an intro and how I can lure people into listening to the podcast, right? Because I feel like that's a really good way to talk about I want to make a podcast to help people, and so I just want to talk about people's stories, like normal people like you and me, you know, like that want to do things that makes them happy, or they went out and the things that they wanted to accomplish, they accomplished those things. But I want to know the process. I want to know, like, because most people don't wake up on a Wednesday and are like, hey, I want to become a plumber for the rest of my life because I love it. Nobody ever wakes up like that. Like, I want to know exactly what happened. Like, you got in a car accident and then, like, all of a sudden you're like, oh my god, I should quit my job and do this. Like, I don't know what happened, right? I don't know. There's millions of ways that this could happen, and that's what I think would definitely work, because I love to hear people's stories. I am so intrigued with people's stories, and so I think by telling other people's stories and seeing the things that they went through, that we're all the same. We're all normal people, but just some of us pass certain barriers to get to the things that we want to accomplish and be successful. I have to be careful who represents my brand and who doesn't, because you just don't want regular people, which I feel like what I was doing, like I was like, hey, I was asking anybody, I was like, hey, you want to come do a photo shoot? And they're like, yeah. And then, you know, it ended up not working out sometimes, and which is kind of good, because like I look at like their social media and there's just like, they're just regular people, but they're not someone that I would want to represent my brand, because it's not for them, you know. Like, that's why I don't want like a girl sitting on a car, and I don't want that. That's not what I'm trying to portray. That doesn't work for me. I'm still doing the Movement Within project. It's a lot to handle because I'm the only one that edits and has all the equipment, like the lighting, the camera, and everything, which is fine, but it's just, I feel like it's taking a lot of time. Me and Sebastian are starting a crate business, right? As you can see from the past vlogs, and we're gonna start creating content for it, and which we bought a where is it? Hey, I bought a crate maker. Hold on. I bought a crate maker right here. 13 inches. It's super light. I thought it was gonna be way heavier, but I mean, it works. I haven't tested it out yet, but it's better than doing a little pan, right? This coming Wednesday, we're gonna be taking a class for it, and like health regulations, and like get a bunch of information about the trucks and see what the steps that we need to take and the things that we need. I feel like we're not gonna be able to do it until next year, 2019, which is totally fine because we talked about it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take all of 2018 to create content for our crate business, and while we're doing that, we're gonna save money and all of 2018, and then in the summer of 2019, maybe the spring, I don't know, depends, right? Then we're gonna go ahead and launch our stuff. I'll get into it with Sebastian more. I don't want to like say everything without him. Like he said, we're in a relationship. Honestly, like anything I'm thinking about, I have to tell him, right? And same thing, if he's thinking about something, he has to tell me. You know, that's just how it is, and I feel like that's how every relationship should be, because I think you just have to be honest. Honesty is key. I did research with my camera, and what I found is that I want to come out with like content on my Instagram, which I haven't yet, because I'm like, oh, I have to get a different camera, I have to learn how to use it, all this other shit, right? Dude, how do people like Peter McKinnon, Casey Neistat, Sarah, I don't know her last name. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know. But they all have like super good vlogs, and it's amazing. You know, I'm gonna tell you the secret right now. Well, I think this is the secret, right? Is that it's all in your settings of your camera. Like the way that you set it up, the lighting, like the natural lighting, and then my
what is this called? What is this called? My light stand? Or I don't know what the fuck.
All of that matters. Mainly, I think the settings. And so right now, I don't know if you can tell, but I kind of changed the settings on this camera for this video. But well, I have to play with it, right? Like I have to play with all the settings and see what works and what doesn't. Don't tell anybody. So a while ago, over the winter break, or winter, because I was in school at the time, 2017, I wrote a script because I wanted to make a commercial for my brand and put it as an advertisement, right? And put it on Facebook and possibly Instagram. I wrote it because I didn't want to just put up my shirt or a hat, right, and just be like, buy this, because like, why the fuck would people buy something that they don't care about? I was like, how do I get people to care about my brand? You know, this was over winter break, right? I wasn't even thinking about this whole podcast thing. I was like, I'm gonna make a movie. I'm gonna make a commercial. Haven't made the commercial, but I did write the script down. In high school, I took film class and they taught us to write down storyboards, and I feel like I had to do those every single time because my group was whack. You know, I wanted it to look good. I wanted it to be badass. Yeah, so I wrote down these scripts and I wrote these outlines and everything for my video. So like, I don't know, I have to make an intro. I don't know how to make an intro for my podcast. I have no idea. I don't know, there's millions of ways to do a podcast, right? Like to do an intro. Like there's Tony Robbins' podcast, the MFCEO, Gary Vaynerchuk's podcast, Sword and Scale. There's so many, like there's a lot. So you put in your headphones, you push play or whatever, and then what do you hear? I want to be like intense, like not intense, but like upbeat, like let's fucking do this shit, like this is a dope podcast, like boom. What's up guys, this is Chris and you're listening to the Six Lions Podcast. This is a podcast where we all want to improve, we want to be better, we want to, I don't fucking know, right? Something like that, and then boom, go into the interview. Or something like that. Like I have no idea. Fuck, I don't know. Maybe I'll just be like, you're listening to the Six Lions Podcast. Okay, I'm just kind of reading off of this shit. We all want to improve, we want to be better. For that to happen, we must be willing to change course, to change our lifestyle. There is no secret, it just takes discipline. If someone can do it, why can't you? It's not easy, not everyone is willing to sacrifice. Those who are willing to will be the difference. Six Lions Clothing. It's not just a brand, it's a lifestyle. I feel like I could say what I just said and make it maybe possibly like shrink it down a little bit and use that for the podcast. I have no idea, I have no idea what I'm doing, to be honest, but I'm gonna do it. I mean, I have the equipment, I have everything, so like, why not, right? I don't know, I just want it to be so cool and so good, but at the same time, I have no idea what to say. Like, I have no idea. You're listening to the Six Lions podcast. This is a podcast for people just like you and me. This is a podcast for people just like, no. This is a podcast to inspire you to go, I don't want to say chase your dreams, that's so cheesy. Like, this is a podcast where you can be inspired, and this is a podcast. Yes, this is a podcast. And this is a video. This is the Six Lions podcast. This is a podcast to inspire you so you can go out and accomplish your goals. What we do is interview other people who have accomplished their goals. People just like you and me. There's no secret. It just takes discipline. If someone else can do it, why can't you? The Six Lions podcast. Let's go. That was kind of cool. I mean, fuck if I know. There's like no right way to do it, basically, right? And I'm just looking for the right way, I guess. I feel like the hardest part is this, right? Finding out how to do it, and also probably distributing it and like hosting it. Like, I don't know. But if other people can do it, I can too. And this morning, I woke up and I was like, dude, I have like all day until like 1 o'clock, 1:30 to do some work. I woke up and I just played FIFA all morning because I feel like I'm nervous. I'm scared to start this podcast because I don't know. I don't want it to fail, and I feel like if I didn't do it, then nothing's happening. Like, oh, everything's fine, but at the same time, if I don't do anything, nothing happens. I listen to a lot of podcasts, like motivational ones, right? Talk about entrepreneurship, like the MFCEO. I'm really into that one right now. I listen to Gary's. I haven't listened to Gary for a long time though. The Tony Robbins podcast, the Startup podcast, but at the same time, I feel, when am I gonna stop listening and start doing? You read how to do a push-up, or you read how to make a cake, but if you just read
2 ounces of flour, fucking this, 1 teaspoon of eggs,
I don't know, right? If you read it, one thing is reading how to make a cake, and you're like, I know how to make a cake. No, motherfucker, you fucking have to actually do it. Make the cake. You actually have to make the cake. You have to crack the egg and make it, put it in there, and put the water or whatever. I don't even know how to make a cake. If you don't actually do it, what good use is even reading about it? I feel like I don't even need to listen to those things because now I just need to put in the work. Yeah, I want to keep working on this. We'll see where I get. I say follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter because I don't make vlogs every single day. I post every single day on my social media. So if you want to follow me, and follow me. If you don't like it, fuck off. If you like it, thanks for following me, and like and share this video. I never say subscribe, but subscribe if you haven't. Tell a friend, share it. I think sharing it, just share it. Just share it. Just share this vlog and follow me on my journey to success.